introduction of myself, what we play as a collective, and how long we've been on Rinse. Myself, they call me Tippa. Some people call me Tippa Demus. Some people call me Tippa Fleemus. Some people call me midget shit cunt, whatever. I'm Tippa from Circle. What we play, the music that Circle represents as a whole is house music. Forget about dubbage, forget about wonky, the funky, whatever. We represent house. Like when we started, or when we first jumped on the music, it was house. We do call it dubbage, but that's just our own interpretation on the music. It's been on Rinse, I think, nearly, maybe 2 years now. I think it'll be 2 years, round about now. The reason why we came on Rinse was we was on another station over the roads, and we felt that they weren't pushing us or helping us push the music that we liked, or the music that we was all getting into at the time, or a music that a new generation was jumping onto. They didn't really want nothing to do with it. Certain people within that camp were trying to fight us, trying to stop us from playing music together, sharing tracks and stuff like that. Then they were saying that we only share tracks amongst ourselves, we should share tracks with the whole station. And that was one of the main reasons why we came to Rinse, because we felt that we was on a station, we was starting to do the Circle events, we started to do other stuff. I was doing Yellow, I was doing It's My House, we were doing other little ventures and stuff like that, and you know, they weren't really giving us the support as stations should do. Like, you could have been a part of this, you could have jumped on it with us, and we could have all bust this and blow this ourselves. But with Rinse now, like, it's like, yeah, Tip, like, you're the expert, like, we'll take your expertise, like, and we'll push it, like, whatever way you want to go with it, we'll push it, we'll help you and stuff like that, at no extra cost or nothing like that, you know what I mean? So there's a couple joint events there, like the Airs, the Yellows, which is a joint event. Obviously we do Circle, and sometimes like Rinse will try to help us out a bit a piece and stuff like that, and we're grateful for that. And then there's ourselves, like, we're all trying to like make music and stuff like that now, so there's that added help there as well. Obviously, like, Soldier and that know about big venues and how big events work and how you work them and stuff like that. So it's like a learning. They're learning from us, we're learning from them. Memorable moments while being on Rinse. What can I remember off the top of my head that's stuck? I think Kismet will actually agree to this as well. That probably when we first played at Forward, I'm talking about the big Forwards at End Club, Forward and Rinse. It was one of them, I can't remember what one it was, but it was Forward. It was one of them at the End Club anyway, and me and Kismet walked in there, and we took one look at the crowd, and I said to Kismet, I said, you're going to have to play all the fucking funky stuff, because I don't think they're going to have the house in here. And Soldier said to me, no, don't worry, play what you play. Play what you play on radio, that's what you're booked for. So I'm thinking, boy, this ain't going to go down too well. And Kismet was playing tunes, and the room emptied out. And I'm thinking, oh, this is all going pear-shaped. Then within 5 minutes, everybody came back into the room, and then everybody started to reciprocate to what I was saying on the mic. And I could say stuff like, put one arm in the air and take out your mobile phone and light it up, and everybody would light it up. I say, put your lighters out, everybody would do it. And I think that what the difference is between a Forward crowd and your typical house crowd or typical funky crowd is that they more interact with each other, and that's one thing I've noticed being on Rinse, that the phone line, the internet crew, they all react differently, and it's all praise, it's never nothing negative, everything's always positive, and I think that's what you have to build up the best of them listeners for, because everything's always positive. I think the reason why Rinse is still here, and why it's gone through all the genres and it's still here, is bigger than, better than probably whatever it is, because whenever a new music or a new sound is about, Rinse is the first, or tries to be one of the first stations to pioneer it. They try to have all of the best DJs who were in that scene on their station, so people know that when you need to know about the music, or when you need to the education about the music, the people who founded it, or the co-founders, or the people who were there roundabouts are on the station, and they can give you your answers there live on the air. I think the difference between, or how Rinse FM is different from legal stations, is that with a pirate or with a station which is not a legal station, you get to hear the music that you actually want to hear, or you can turn on and know specifically that this show's on, and we're going to be listening to grime, or we're going to be listening to dubstep, we're going to be listening to house, or we're going to be listening to funky, and so forth. And I think the other thing as well, that you haven't, pirates or stations which are not legal stations don't have to follow a playlist which is kind of strict for legal stations, so you wouldn't be hearing the flow riders every 10-20 minutes, or every DJ playing, you know, the same top 10 tunes that you want to hear. You're not going to hear that on Rinse. I'm Tippa from Circle. I want to big up the rest of my Circle boys, Kismet, Fever, Icy. We've got the Rinse FM family, and we're going to be celebrating 15 years of Rinse down at Matter on the 31st of July 2009.